Hi, everyone. I am Mark, and this is By Divine Design. Welcome to this week's free healing transmission and meditation. It happens every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. If you're catching this later on YouTube, you can see the video description for more information. It's exciting to see you all here. And I'm going to begin today by announcing the soft launch of my 2 online programs. The one program is now available online is my core teaching, The Ladder of Divine Love Consciousness, that takes you through all these different states of divine love and teaches you how to access them easily in your everyday life. And the second course or online program that's available is the one based on the 8 chakras. So both of these are now available online on my website, bydivinedesign.love. If you go to the services menu, it'll be there under self-paced online programs. And I happen to see many graduates of the programs on here. And so I just wanted to take a moment and invite anyone who's willing to, who took either or both of the courses already, to share a testimonial, what you felt you got out of it. Yeah, we'd love to hear from some of you if you're willing. Yeah, Conrad, just unmute yourself. There you go.
When I did the meditation course, and highly recommend it. It a lot shifted for me. The biggest thing is my anger outbursts are completely gone. I know that's not what the program specifically advertises for, but I'm sure you will get exactly what you need from the program. Highly recommend it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Conrad. So he was talking about I used to call it the Loving Bliss of Being course. I still do actually, but the official name now is the Ladder of Divine Love Consciousness. So that's what he was referring to. Any other graduates wish to offer a testimonial?
Hi, Mark. Yes, of course I will. Gladly.
Excellent.
Hi. Well, I also did some of the chakra meditations as well as the Loving Bliss of Being course. I highly recommend both, actually. And for me, one of the great things about the course was very easy, practical ways to practice all the different parts of it. It really breaks it down into an extremely easy, practical ways of tuning yourself into the different energies. So, and although I've been practicing lots of different things for many, many years, I find myself on a daily basis still really tuning into all the practices that we have done because it's just so, it's great, it's easy, and it gets you there very, very swiftly, very quickly. I've been using it also with my work, so that's been really really great. I've had amazing results with healing sessions with people through the work that we've done as well. So yeah, I cannot recommend it any more than just do it. It's great. Absolutely. Yes. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, that's yeah, wonderful to hear, and thank you for sharing. Yeah, very much so. Okay, so both of these courses are based on live courses that already happened. So there's all those live recordings, and those are part of the course. Additionally, there are exclusive or semi-exclusive videos that pertain to the topic of the course that are included in the course. Some of them were recorded just for the course and are not available anywhere else. Some of them are in the members vault, and then a few of them are actually available for free on YouTube, but they support what was being taught, so they're included in the course. And then there's also several articles and exercises that are in written material. So the online program is self-paced and includes all these extras beyond what was taught live when it was a live course. So it's a much more expanded, and then you could do like one lesson a week and take 8 to 10 weeks to get it, to complete it. But you could also do it much more slowly. You can do it much more quickly because you have all the steps and all the lessons available as soon as you purchase the course. And it's a lifetime access to all these videos and all this material. So for the Ladder of Divine Love Consciousness course, there's a Telegram group that you get to become a member of. So you'll be able to discuss things with the others who have already graduated or who are taking it right now. And I'm on that group as well. So I answer questions regularly when they're posted on there or comment on it. For the chakra group, the chakra course, there's no group like that right now, but there's the possibility of starting a group like that. Otherwise, you could just email me and, I would be responding to your questions or experiences, whatnot. So I'm available as access to me, at least through email, is available as part of both courses, for sure. And then there's definitely already a Telegram group for the one that's might also grow into like a weekly healing circle where you're applying what you learned within the course and helping one another. So that might actually grow out of what's already evolving.
Hi, Mark. I
Anyone?
can give a review if you want.
Sure, Kim.
Yeah, so I did the ladder of divine consciousness, and then I did a few of the chakras, and then I went back and did all the rest of the chakras on my own. And I can't recommend more, both of them. But the first course, I completely agree with Conrad and Sharon. I'm a different person. I'm a better person. I didn't have an anger problem, but I would say I didn't know how anxious I was about everything. And now I'm way less. I'm way more aware of being in the moment and taking myself into the moment. And I go back and I play videos and read the articles daily, multiple times. I'm on there all the time. And I can't wait for our healing circle to start. So I endorse 100%.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much, Kim. Yeah, that's great to hear. Yeah, and today's transmission is going to give you a sample of the ladder of divine love consciousness, but just one more chance for one more testimonial. Tatiana, I could tell you were going to come on.
Well, so yeah, I'm from Colombia, and well, I'm 31 years old. And my job is like very logical. I work as a software developer, and I kind of did both courses. Um, so I wrote something about it. So when Mark announced like the chakra sessions, I it catch my attention, but I didn't know how deep the experience will be. There's a lot of information about chakras, about how to deal with them, but what I experienced here was very different and truly like transformative for me. I remember to one of the sessions I brought I had bulimia for several years, and I still have some episodes of that. And then, that's gone. I just don't have any more of that. Um, and I also, I wasn't present during the second chakra session. And a lot of time ago, I make a plastic surgery on my breast. And I realized that I did it just because I want to be more sexual attractive, but it wasn't something that I really, wasn't like I truly myself. So it was beautiful to kind of heal all these programs, beliefs that had been with me for a long time. And it's just like I remember that the last session, the last chakra, it was shared that some like gifts that they were gonna start awaken. So my sister asked me, "Oh, can you give me a massage?" And in that moment, I realized that something very important happened. It was not a normal massage. It was just like a energetic work. And I was so surprised because I just didn't know where this came from. It was so beautiful. And I can say that right now, my body feels lighter. I haven't got sick in a long time. And it's just so many upgrades. And my relationships are better. And I feel stronger, more balanced. It's just like I feel like a superhuman. and and I will say about the loving bliss, I cannot even call like a course. I feel like the word is too small. I remember, what I was doing the exercise. There is one day that I had a clear realization, I feel I no longer need anything, like the constant desire to share for something. It can just disappear. I felt so much love, peace, happiness. Um, and I remember I just wanted to share to everybody. And that day I was alone. And what happened is that day was Valentine's Day in Colombia. It was September, and I remember it was Valentine's. It was like, well, how magic is life. And yeah, and I agree with Keen and all. This exercise is very simple, that you can practice at any time. And yeah, it's just I feel like God really loves me, my divine beloved, and he loves you also. It's just there is so much support from the light beings, from Mark, for everyone that share this journey.
Wow. Excellent. Thank you, Tatiana. Yeah, thank you for sharing so much and so deeply and so openly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very transformative for me. And I wanted everybody to experience that, to experience I'm just a totally new person. I remember when I came, the first transmission, and he shared with me, you're a light worker. And what that's mean, light worker? Of my life, I've been working in, something very logical. And I was so afraid. I couldn't believe what he was telling me. But I just I cannot, and I'm doing it wrong. He said it's no wrong or right. And all that fear is just kind of releasing. And it's just I feel so authentic. And yeah, that I just don't have any more bad days because I know what's true. And when something come to me, like yesterday, I was like having just like I feel this kind of like dissatisfaction, and it was like, well, doesn't belong to me, and I needed to find a way to release it because now I can like catch immediately when something is just doesn't belong to me, and it's just beautiful. I'm so grateful. And yeah, and I think if you are here is because you are meant to, have this beautiful gift.
That's excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tatiana. Okay, so let's move into the transmission. Give you all a first taste or a deeper taste of this ladder of divine love consciousness and the loving bliss of being states. Okay, let's begin. We're going to go for about 45 to 50 minutes, and all you need to do is relax, notice what you notice all along the way, and enjoy. This is a transmission of divine love consciousness. It's for your highest good and the highest good of all. Yeah, so I'm just observing what the transmission's doing. And then I put that into words the best I can to help you track what's being offered, what's happening. For this energy transmission, you're being invited to pick a focus. It can be any focus, but some issue you're working on, a relationship, an experience, a project, or even just this moment, your experience in this moment. Allow this focus to come to mind. And then just let that go for now. It's good for you to know there are many angels here supporting this, many spirit guides. And then for each one of you, there's a very unique being here. Your own future God-realized self. From some perspectives, it's in the future, but from other perspectives, it's right here now. and wants to support you in this transmission, in this process. Allow yourself to imagine how this future self is showing up for you right now. Like mine often comes in from behind me, puts his hands on my shoulders. For you, he or she might come in front of you. Or if you're ready for it, he or she might just blend and merge with you. So allow yourself to feel what you feel, to notice what you notice about the presence of your future God-realized self. And feel how this aspect of your being is helping to harmonize your energy system, helping you to relax into the calm presence that's here for you now. And your future God-realized self is completely familiar with every state of divine love that we will be sharing with you. So the full ladder of consciousness begins with your physical body and then includes also your emotional body, mental body, your egoic or conscious personality, sense of self, sense of being, and then you as soul, the one who travels through all these different lifetimes and is on the way towards full God realization, full freedom, full divine love consciousness. So you could say that's the human part of the ladder of consciousness. Well, the soul is the interface between the human and the divine levels of the ladder. So we're lifting you into the first divine state of divine love consciousness, which is just pure being. And we're pulling you deeper and deeper into pure being, which is very neutral state, you tend to experience a stillness and peace. You might even notice the space between your thoughts, the space all around you. This pure being we always exist within. It's always here in the background, but with a slight change in focus can become part of your foreground experience. Now, for just a moment, bring the focus you picked at the beginning to mind. Just let it be here in pure being. And then let that all go. Pure being is an extremely ordered, healing state of being. So whatever your focus was just brought to a higher level of consciousness, a higher vibration. So now we're pulling you up to the next rung, the ladder of divine love consciousness. This is when that pure being begins to express in some subtle divine way as bliss or peace, appreciation, fulfillment. So your future self and the guides and angels are pulling you into this bliss of being. In pure being, there's complete stillness. In bliss of being, you begin to notice there's some activity, there's some movement, there's some expression, and it feels good. And whatever that is for you, once again, just for a few moments, bring your focus, that issue you wanted to focus on, bring that into this space and allow this bliss of being to do what it does. with that particular situation for you. Would you be willing to allow it to become more imbued with whatever bliss of being is here for you? And now just let that go. As we pull you now into loving bliss of being. This is where the expression wants to begin to radiate out or flow out as love. Love and bliss are two sides of the same coin. And when bliss starts to move and needs to express more, it turns into love that wants to just overflow and or radiate out. You can help yourself feel this a little more deeply by bringing the awareness of someone or some being that you love deeply. Feel that love in your heart. And it's good for you to know your future God-realized self is still here, helping to amplify this experience for you. Just let it be whatever it is for you. There's nothing to do. Just welcome whatever this experience is for you. As we pull you even more deeply into loving bliss of being. And once again, just bring to mind whatever your focus from the beginning of the session is. Whatever situation you want to heal or evolve, and allow it to bask in this loving bliss of being. Allow it to be upgraded in whatever way it is. Good. And let go of that now. The next rung up the ladder is being at home. Just feel these shifts. Notice what you notice as we shift the state into being at home. Being at home everywhere, always. This is a naturally very expansive state. You might notice how this sense of being at home extends out all around you. This is being at home in the divine world. And knowing you can always access this. No matter where you go. Would you be willing to allow yourself to open even more to your own direct experience of being at home? And then bring that situation, that focus into this being at home. And notice what you notice. And now you can let that all go. The next rung up the ladder is you as infinite divine being becoming you as infinite divine self. Your God-realized future self is your infinite divine self. So you've already been experiencing the support, the love of this aspect of your being. This is you as a divine personality. Where the individuality you developed over infinite lifetimes as a soul has been divinized, allowed you to break free of cosmic existence, the need to come back into human incarnations. So if your future self has not already merged with you, he or she is merging with you right now, wants to give you an even more direct, complete experience of your God-realized self. It's good for you to know that your God-realized self is making all the adjustments needed to help you receive and open to more and more of this God-realized divine love, divine truth, divine being. Your fully God-realized self is just continuing to download all this divine information and help you release all the old limited identities that can't exist in the light and the higher vibration of who and what you truly are. He or she knows exactly what to do with your system and is doing it. And if you can even still find the original situation you wanted to focus on, go ahead and focus on it again. Offer it to your God realized self. And notice what happens. And then let that go. The final rung on the ladder of divine love consciousness is being with your divine beloved. So we're not going to describe this much as yet. We're just holding the energy of the divine beloved for you to experience. But the full experience of the divine beloved takes a little bit more teaching and understanding, such as is offered in the Course, before you can be fully allowed to experience all that's here for you to experience with the divine beloved. So just feel whatever that is for you, whatever your experience is of the divine beloved right now is perfect for you. It's good for you to know that whatever you're ready and ripe to consciously understand about the divine beloved, you will understand at just the right time and just the right way. And once again, if you can even find it, bring that original situation or focus to mind. Surrender it to your divine beloved, whatever that means for you. And notice what you notice. And let that go as we shift one more time. It's good for you to know that each state of divine love consciousness is whole and powerful on its own. The more you play with the ladder, the more each state clarifies itself. Very tangibly. It's good for you to know you can enter into each and every one of these states instantaneously with just a very little amount of practice. And that these states can be combined in different ways for different effects, for different experiences. But for now, we're just going to combine them all. So we're just going to pull you deeper and deeper into an experience of all these states of being at once. Pure awareness, pure being, and bliss of being, and loving bliss of being, and being at home, infinite divine being, infinite divine self, and being with the divine beloved. All together. And in whatever way works for you, allow all of this to amplify through the simple intention of sharing it with all of humanity. There's much gratitude from the guides and the angels for what you just shared with the collective. Okay, allow all of that to go. We're going to pull you back into pure being. You can imagine pure being is most at home around the first chakra. That very neutral, very still, quiet state of being that's helping you to integrate everything you experienced here. Yeah, just let go of any active focus. And we invite you to just notice your sense of self now. Just notice what happens when you ask yourself, who am I now? So you might just bring more awareness to your physical body now. And your physical location. The earth down below you. And it's good for you to know you can reconfigure your consciousness to be whatever is best for you here now, going forward. This session is complete. Infinite blessings.